13 Valuable Stoic Truths. The ancient Greek philosophy of Stoicism has influenced many great thinkers throughout history. Stoicism teaches how to live a life of virtue, courage, self-control, and wisdom. It shows us how to achieve inner peace and not be affected by external events beyond our control. Here are 13 valuable Stoic truths that can help us all live better lives. Truth number 1. Focus only on what you can control. The core idea in Stoicism is to make a clear distinction between what is in our control and what is not. We should devote our time and energy solely to the things we can influence with our choices and actions. Everything else, the past, the future, other people's thoughts and behaviors, is ultimately outside our control, no matter how much we may want to change or influence it. As the great Stoic philosopher Epictetus said, "There is only one way to happiness, and that is to cease worrying about things which are beyond the power of our will." By letting go of what we cannot control, we avoid much anxiety, frustration, and unhappiness. Truth number 2. Be pragmatic and focus on the present moment. Rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future, the Stoics advocated being fully present and engaged with the current moment. This practical philosophy discouraged excessive contemplation and instead promoted taking action on what is within our power right now. As Marcus Aurelius wrote in his seminal work Meditations, "Concentrate every minute on doing what's in front of you with precise and genuine seriousness, tenderly, willingly, with justice, and on freeing yourself from all other distractions." Truth number 3. Cultivate resilience by expecting adversity. The Stoics believe that humans cannot avoid suffering and adversity in life. Rather than being pessimistic, this view allows us to prepare for and better withstand the inevitable hard times that will come. By anticipating challenges and difficulties, we become more resilient when they strike. Seneca the Younger eloquently expressed this idea. "We are all chained to fortune. The chain of one is made of gold and wide, while that of another is short and rusty. But what difference does it make? The same prison surrounds all of us, and even those who have bound others are themselves bound." Truth number 4. Practice negative visualization. A unique Stoic technique is negative visualization, explicitly picturing and preparing for the potential loss of things we value like relationships, possessions, or abilities. By meditating on how we would feel if we lost the good things in our life, we avoid taking them for granted and become better equipped to handle such losses if they occur. As the Roman Emperor Marcus Aurelius put it, begin each day by telling yourself, "Today I shall be meeting with interference, ingratitude, insolence, disloyalty, ill will, and selfishness, all of them due to the offender's ignorance of what is good or evil." Truth number 5. Find inner virtue and strive for excellence. The Stoics emphasized cultivating virtues like courage, temperance, justice, and wisdom from within. True happiness comes not from pleasure, wealth, or fame, but from living with excellence according to our nature as rational beings. In Seneca's words, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future, not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears, but to rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. Truth number 6. Overcome destructive emotions through reason. While the Stoics acknowledge that we cannot eliminate emotions entirely, they sought to overcome negative emotions like hatred, anger, and jealousy that cause harmful behaviors. The way to do this is to intentionally question the judgments fueling these feelings using calm logic and reason. Epictetus summed it up simply: "What upsets people is not things themselves, but their judgments about the things." Truth number 7. Live simply and avoid excess. Part of the pursuit of virtue involved rejecting materialism and living frugally with few possessions. The Stoics advocated finding contentment with little and avoiding excess, greed, or overconsumption. A simple life free of superfluous wants and needs cultivates an unburdened mind. As Marcus Aurelius wrote, "He is a wise man who does not grieve for the things which he has not, but rejoices for those which he has." Truth number 8. Accept what cannot be changed. Once we understand what is within our control and what is not, the Stoic path involves fully accepting and coming to terms with the things we cannot change. This is not fatalism, but a pragmatic approach. By changing our judgments rather than railing against reality, we attain serenity. Epictetus expressed this well: Make the best use of what is in your power, and take the rest as it happens. Some things are up to us, and some things are not up to us. Truth number 9. View challenges as opportunities. Instead of lamenting misfortunes, Stoicism reframes adversity as a chance for personal growth and development of fortitude. Every obstacle is an opportunity to practice the virtues of courage, self-control, and resilience. As Marcus Aurelius said, the impediment to action advances action. What stands in the way becomes the way. Truth number 10. Think for yourself and don't blindly follow. The Stoics placed immense value on reason and encouraged scrutinizing societal conventions rather than mindlessly conforming to them. They advocated studying philosophy to sharpen our judgments and think critically for ourselves. As Seneca wrote, "I shall not refuse the guidance of another, as long as he himself follows reason. But when the blind leads the blind, they will both fall into the ditch." Truth number 11. Act with good intentions and character. While results may be outside our control, we maintain full responsibility for our motivations and conduct. The Stoics emphasized always acting with virtuous intentions rooted in wisdom, justice, courage, and temperance, no matter the eventual outcome. As Epictetus said, "Sickness is an impediment to the body, but not to the will, unless the will itself chooses. Lameness is an impediment to the leg, but not to the will." Truth number 12. View life with objectivity and from a cosmic perspective. The Stoics encouraged looking outward and contemplating our small place in the grand cosmic scheme. By considering our insignificant blip within the enormity of the universe and span of history, we gain objectivity about our circumstances and troubles. As Marcus Aurelius mused, "All that is from the universe is seed, either being sown or being brought to the threshing floor, a holy field or harvest." Truth number 13. Death is natural and nothing to fear. Taking the cosmic viewpoint further, the Stoics saw death as simply the natural end and return to nature. There is no need to fear that which is inevitable and outside our control. We should occupy ourselves with living a virtuous life, not dreading its end. Seneca put it directly, "It would be some way to being unhappy never to die." Those are 13 valuable Stoic truths condensed into my humble words. But these teachings blossom further when we turn to the great Stoic philosophers themselves and other deep thinkers influenced by them. Let me share some more resonant passages. From Epictetus, "Circumstances don't make the man, they only reveal him to himself. First say to yourself what you would be, and then do what you have to do. Seek not the good in external things, seek it in yourselves." From Marcus Aurelius, "When Jared, unavoidably, by circumstances renew yourself in accordance with your rational convictions. Do not indulge in dreams of having what you have not, but reckon up the chief of the blessings you do possess, and then thankfully remember how you would crave for them if they were not yours. Receive wealth or prosperity without arrogance, and be ready to let it go." From Seneca, "To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. Until we have begun to go without them, we fail to realize how unnecessary many things are. We've been using them not because we needed them, but because we had them. Where there is great love, there were once little circumstances that went before to fortify and prepare the way." From Zeno of Citium, the founder of Stoicism, "The goal of life is living in agreement with nature. Well-being is attained by little and little, and nevertheless is no little thing itself." From Mahatma Gandhi, influenced by Stoic virtues, "Man becomes great not through the practice of healing arts, but through hard work, resolution, and purity of purpose. Glory lies in the attempt to reach one's goal and not in reaching it." Thanks for watching. If you like our work, please like, share, and subscribe. It will motivate us to create more such inspiring content, and you will be notified when we upload new content. Till the next video, stay curious and stay happy.